My name is Wyatt Holliday, and I'm a real cowboy actor. You're listening to the Cowboy Boys podcast with the Hebrew buckaroo, Shayne Smith, and his native companion guide, Mac Shaven Bear Arthur. Cowboy Boys is the only podcast for boys who are into cows. Cowboy Boys.
You can find plenty of hot moms on Instagram. She's got nice abs, though. What are we gonna talk about?
I don't know. Been getting yelled at all day.
Yeah, I'm about to yell at you right now because
God.
you woke me up this morning with your exploding bombs. You left 4 Diet Cokes in our freezer
Listen,
to
last
cool.
night it was very late. I wanted soda, but I needed it to be cold. I came home, I put soda in the freezer, and I was like, okay. And then I started playing games, and I was like, dude, fuck, I'm too tired. So I went to go to bed, and I forgot that I left soda in the freezer.
Yeah. I woke up this morning, like I heard the first one, and I was like, no, it wasn't a gunshot because it wasn't loud. But it was loud enough that I was like, that was an explosion.
I just slept right through a bomb in the kitchen. Did it open the freezer door?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's the thing. I heard it, and I couldn't figure out what it was. And then like an hour later, I heard the second one. I'm like, oh, that was the freezer. And then I opened it and found...
You saw, dude, how cool would it have been if you opened it and then one just blew up.
Well, there was 2 more in there, and I like carefully grabbed them and pulled them, put them in the sink and covered them with a towel to make sure they didn't explode. I should have been... That was dangerous. The aluminum could have shredded my hand.
My bad. My bad, dog. Listen, this guy's got to get his soda fix, and I forgot.
Should we buy one of those like fast coolers?
It won't be the last time I blow something up in our apartment.
Have you seen those?
No.
They have... Oh, there's the fire department.
I don't think anyone can hear it.
Okay. They have like... You can buy things that'll rapid cool your soda bottles and soda cans.
What?
Yeah, it's like Japanese technology.
I don't trust it. I feel like that's a bomb waiting to go off.
No, it probably shoots gamma rays or something.
What?
There's also...
Aren't gamma rays what made the Hulk?
Yeah, also you could... If you want to like rapidly cool a soda, you get like a bucket with water and ice. And cooler style. That's ice, like you're making ice cream. That's how you do it. Don't stick it in the freezer. There's not enough surface area touching.
I mean, well, they do get cold.
So here's what you do.
Okay.
Dump the ice in the sink and then just dump a bunch of sodas like you're having a barbecue in the sink.
We don't have ice.
Well, we'll make some.
I literally...
It's pretty easy to make
Can
ice.
I say, there was a split second there was like, well, how do you make ice, Mr. Genius? And I was like, oh, yeah, that's right.
You have a freezer.
You'd freeze the water.
Ice is pretty easy to come by.
Oh, man. I fucking don't know.
So that was my morning.
I'm sorry that I blew up the fridge this morning. I woke up and decided to post a silly joke to Facebook that I had posted on Twitter. It was about how I was going to go on a date with this model, and I forgot that I had scheduled it. And she was like, "Are you ready?" And I was like, "No, I'm sorry. I'm going to cancel on you." And
yeah, I told you to give me her number because I know her schedule's open now.
Nope.
I'll date her.
Okay. You like models, Mac?
No. Models? No, not me.
I just feel like...
Yeah, I would never date a model.
The type of woman she is not the type of woman you would date.
Is she too much of a woman? Is that what you're saying?
No. What is too much? Describe to me what too much of a woman is. By the way, we're being very mean to someone who will listen to this, but she was rude, so I'm fine with it. But...
Wait, is she a fan?
I don't know. I
Well,
mean,
what
she's
I'm
listened
saying-
to the podcast for sure.
When I say too much of a woman, your type of woman is an Amazonian woman, which is too much of a woman for me.
Oh, yeah, because I like big women.
Because you like...
I like tall women. I like strong women.
You want them to have bigger everything than you.
Yeah,
bigger
yeah.
shoulders, bigger
Okay,
boobs.
this
Their clit bigger than yours. Where I want everything tinier than me. I prefer my women to have smaller dicks
Smaller,
than me.
yeah, okay. Yeah.
Like smaller. You get it. So that's why I say, is she not my type?
No, she is not a childlike boy. Here's my thing. She's very like, I don't know what you would talk to her about.
Me?
Yeah, yourself?
I would talk about my interests, and I'd ignore her modeling.
All right, hold on. Pretend we're out together right now on a date. I am a beautiful woman with over 1 million Instagram followers. I've been on TV. I'm very attractive. Okay.
Okay.
This is a big moment for you. I'm probably the most high profile person you've ever dated.
Okay.
I'm sitting here across from you.
Wait,
where did you take me?
That's what I was about to ask. I would probably defer. I like taking people to like crappy pizzerias for the very first time.
I do too.
Because it's cheap. So if the date sucks, then that's it. You've got like no harm, no foul, and also you slowly build up, so then it's easier to make the second date better.
You know, when I was, and I'm not really dating now, but when I was dating more, just going on a walk.
No, that's what I mean.
Dude, just like meet me at the park. I don't give a fuck. I'm not trying to spend money.
You get pizza, you walk around, you hang out.
If you
go to a bar if you want.
If you can't make talking and walking interesting, then I don't want to spend any time with you.
Yeah, did I talk about that girl on the podcast that I walked out of the, the date because she was really boring? Anyways,
so this girl, hey, okay,
1 million Instagram followers, right? Or did you say just on social?
I'm narrowing and making it easier for people to find her.
Well,
no, they
if
won't
she's
be able to.
this is wait.
I'm describing the real person,
and I'm on a date with her.
Yeah, you're on a date with her.
Did you hear about that? Okay, this is my opening line.
Okay.
My opening conversation.
Yeah. So we're sitting. I say, "Oh, Shayne ditched me. Thank you so much for taking me out. I appreciate this."
Oh, so
yeah,
we're starting.
So now you start. What are you gonna say?
Hi, I'm Mac.
Oh shit! I almost said her name. Hi, I'm a very good-looking woman with not a lot of personality.
That's a weird thing for you to say. I mean, that's kind of funny. So how many Instagram followers do you have?
Over 1 million. I make my living from Instagram.
Really? Did you hear about that girl who had 1 million Instagram followers and tried to sell T-shirts and only sold 80? That's pretty funny. How many T-shirts do you think you could sell? Wait, is that the girl?
No.
Oh, okay.
Who sold shirts?
I don't know. There was some girl. Did you not hear about that? She had 1 million Instagram followers.
Oh, I'm dying.
And she tried to sell shirts.
Here's the thing. I say that she has 1 million of stuff, because people who are so obsessed with that kind of shit, who gives a fuck? There's a quality of like, I don't know, person. I don't know what I'm even trying to say. Anyway, this woman was very rude to someone I like, so we're being pretty mean.
Oh, fuck. It's worse.
Oh, no.
An Instagram star with 2 million followers.
Yeah?
2 million. Couldn't sell 36 T-shirts.
No. Wait, the numbers were higher and the shirts were lower?
Yeah, I was exaggerating because I was just like, oh, that's a crazy, like...
Dude, I sold a lot more than that, and
You sold at least 50.
Yeah.
But you don't have 1 million Instagram followers. And this article says that this case is not rare. This is very common.
Wow.
In a now deleted Instagram post, she said she was launching a clothing line, but had to sell 36 items from the initial drop in order for the company to continue producing them. That's pretty common, right? Companies.
Yeah. So if you're doing something like I sold shirts through Bonfire of like my comedy album art or whatever, and
you don't have to say what they'd be like. You got to sell at least 5. We know you only have 5,000 followers.
Yeah, they told me I had to sell like a certain amount for it to work, but they were. I mean,
you beat the 36 though. So.
Oh yeah, not a problem.
Anyways, she did not. Should I read her? No, I don't want to. I mean, this is an article about her. Philly the boss. I'm 5'2" and fine too.
5'2" and fine too.
That's what her name is.
She described
Instagram.
to me what she looks like?
Oh wait, that's the sorry. Don't. That was someone on Twitter making fun of her.
Oh,
it's Ari
plugging some mean person on Twitter.
yeah. Whoops. The Instagrammer is Ari with 2 eyes.
Ooh.
Yeah, she's cute, but I mean,
apparently not T-shirt cute.
That's the thing. You can't just be hot online anymore because there's so many hot people.
Nah, yeah. It's true. Everyone's hot, man. So many people are good looking. It's crazy out there. Of course, not in real life. You walk around in real life and you're like, holy shit. There's some fucking like mini bosses around this bitch. Like people who just straight look like trolls, but
Oh, I thought you meant like they were so hot that they were a mini boss.
no. They look so bad that you're like, they're the mini boss. Have you ever seen someone so ugly that you're like, am I going to have to fight you for my food? Like what's... I see that shit all the time. Anyway, but on the internet, everyone's very good looking and good for everyone. I hope everyone's having a good time being hot. But
yeah, it's also a lot harder to look hot in real life.
oh yeah. I'm fucking a horrific looking human being in real life.
I try and keep it the same.
You're pretty. You do it.
What you see online is how I look in. Sometimes I look worse in real life, but I try and exaggerate how bad.
What would
I look.
you describe your look as, Mac?
Round, rotund, Hispanic, husky is what I've always gone with.
Yeah,
I'm like
big bone.
I'm not fat.
No,
but I'm not fat. You know, like I could still. I'm not agile, but I could still run a little bit. We were talking about this earlier. Everyone should be able to hop a fence.
Yes.
If you can't hop a fence, then you're physically.
Yeah, you're an invalid.
Because we were watching your
fail videos,
and that lady couldn't hop that railing, and it was very sad. And she took down 3 or 4 people with her. But
it's so funny.
I'm like,
oh, I love it.
I'm out of shape, but I still can.
You can get over a fence.
I can
feel
run.
like also
I can lift some weights.
There's a chance you could go through the fence.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. So anyway, I was yelling at people.
Oh yeah, no one cares about that.
I know.
How many? So wait, do you think I intrigued that I passed that date? What is my grade I get with her?
Oh wait, we got to continue the date. Sorry,
I asked her about that. That's a good question.
Yeah, she's like, I don't sell T-shirts. I sell ads. I'm an influencer.
What do you?
I wouldn't sell T-shirts.
And I'd ask her to sell me something right now. Sell me this fork, and then
she would be like, "I'll give you this. I'll show you my boobs if you give me money, and you can have this fork too."
Dude, this is the best date. This is already going way better.
And that's not something she would say. That's something I'm saying because in my mind I was like, "How do I sell this fork right now?" Yeah. Dude, if I was a chick, I'd be the best at selling things.
No, that's why you're not.
Maybe I'd have terrible boobs though.
No, there's a lot of.
Then ladies, if you have bad boobs, then you pull them out and you go, "I'll put them away, and you can have this fork if you give me money." You still sold the fork. Boom. I'm fucking pro. Yeah.
Anyways, you got in an argument. What did you post?
So
I already forgot.
Listen, the thing was, I said that a girl's jokes were better than this girl's lip fillers. And
wait, did you call her out by name?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. And I'm not gonna say her name because as much as she was rude, I'm not gonna blow up her spot.
What does her name rhyme with?
What?
Nothing. Keep going.
So she fucking anyway. All these other girls were like, "I have lip fillers, and I don't think this is people with lip fillers can be funny." And I was like,
"What is lip filler?"
It's when they
That's
get
how
their lips
ugly I am.
They get their lips plumped, like you
That's
get
not
lip injections.
So Botox.
No, Botox is different. Lip fillers makes your lips big. Botox tightens your shit up.
But okay.
Listen,
Whatever,
we could both be wrong. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's when girls get their lips plumped by a doctor. They inject some shit into your lips. Now you have fat lips. Whatever. It's fine.
Wait.
That's not the joke, though.
Can you Botox your dick to make it tighter?
Do you have a loose dick situation?
Sometimes.
What do you mean?
It's loose right now.
Like wrinkly?
Sometimes it's from my...
What about when it's hard?
No, when it's hard, it's fine, but I want it to be harder. So you Botox it to smooth it out, get it even more rigid.
Have you ever had Viagra? No, we've had this conversation. You didn't. That's right. You can't... If it's smooth when it's limp and then it gets hard, it's going to blow out. You're going to blow out your penis.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
That'd be a good trick to like have a girl be like, "Oh, you got me so hard, my dick exploded."
She'd be like, "Oh my god,
That's never happened before.
dude." I mean, that's a pretty good compliment if your just dick explodes.
If it like burst, you went to the ER because of a girl. Anyways,
Have you ever prematurely busted?
yeah. The very first time I had sex,
Oh,
I don't trust anyone's story when they're like, like their first time story when they like, because the very first time I had sex, she pulled off my pants and I started coming, and then she pulled down my underwear and I was like still coming.
Oh no! Wait! She pulled on your pants, your underwear still on, and you were like, "Oh."
Yeah, because it's your first time.
Okay, well, that's too far. You've gone
that's
too far.
That's real.
No,
that's
it's not. You're
That was a real first time.
No.
When I was like, it's happening.
No.
I'm gonna have sex.
No,
And so
that's not how that
it
goes.
was. That's how that. I mean, I wish I could still be that sensitive. The good old days.
I used to hook up with this girl that wouldn't have sex with me because she was Mormon, and she wouldn't soak or do butt stuff, and she wouldn't blow me or give me hand jobs. But the compromise was she would get down to only we would get naked together, and then she would hot dog me till I came. I used to come that way all the time, and now I think
So
back
hot
on
dogging
it,
is where you stick your dick between her thighs.
No. Where like she's basically dry humping me with her pussy. So like I'm like
It's on the outside.
my dick is on the outside. So it looks like a hot dog in the bun, depending on how fat their pussy is.
All right.
So she would do that and just like dry hump me, and then she the clitoral stimulation get her off, and then I'm getting off. And dude, we used to do it all the time instead of sex, and I went with that. That was just good enough for me.
The good old days.
The good old days, man. 18-year-old Shayne just throwing it down, or 19.
I feel bad for kids nowadays.
Why?
Because they're all being sluts on TikTok, and they're exposed to so much porn that you're probably. Imagine the first time you have sex and you already have all this like weird tentacle stuff and like crazy ideas. I was blessed because I like barely knew. I like rode that line perfectly of when the internet started coming around, because I was like 16, maybe a little earlier. I feel like I like discovered kind of normal porn and like old. Remember 90s, 2000s porn?
Dude,
Very
I saw
wholesome.
some fucked up stuff.
Do you remember when Sasha Grey was like, I let him stick it in my butt, and she won like the dirtiest whore award for like the decade?
What planet are you on? Sasha Grey was like, punch me in the face and spit in my fucking mouth and then pee in it and then punch me again.
Yeah, that was like the year later.
Oh, oh my God.
But the year before, you don't just open up with that move.
Dude, I remember like some of the first porn I ever watched online. I remember getting to my friend's house and it was late at night, and I was like, holy shit, I can just watch porn right now. And I was like, oh, what do I look up? It was like my first time looking up porn on the computer to jack off, and I was like, this is a momentous occasion. And I don't remember what site I ended up finding. I was like looking up blowjobs for some reason.
See?
That was specifically what I wanted to see.
Still pretty wholesome.
And nope, because I found this like weird website where this dude was just like, I fuck chicks' faces and I do it hard. And it was just like,
oh no,
it was like really rough, dude. It was super rough. And I remember being like, is this what porn is this what this is? Just like trying to muscle out an orgasm while he's just like fucking some cheerleader's face. And it was pretty brutal, dude. And you know what? To this day, that's my thing now. So fuck me up pretty good. So maybe I'm a TikToker. I don't know.
I'm thinking back when I was watching like the basic cable softcore porn. That's why I like to make
so much storyline.
I know I hated it because it'd be hard forever. And I'm like, when are they gonna show like an areola,
dude?
And then you kind of see one, and it was the best.
Dude, well, there's a lot of grinding. I was okay with kissing and grinding.
Also, the lighting was so weird. But anyways, this girl, you go back to your story. I've interrupted.
So anyway, I posted about lip fillers, and all these women are like, girls with lip fillers can be funny. You're just degrading women. And I was like, what are you? No, I'm degrading one woman. One specific woman who was being smarmy to me because I didn't want to go on a date with her. Like, she's entitled to my time. Listen, I canceled the date. Deal with it. It's not like I led you on. I could have just ghosted her. I love that shit. That's my favorite. Is that everyone's like, don't ghost. Girls are always complaining about it. But as soon as you tell a girl no, they fucking lose their shit, dude. I can't tell you how many girls over the last month have been wild to me because I've turned them down.
What about all the girls you've had to turn down because you're not really on dating sites?
Oh, dude, I forgot that happened. Yeah, so apparently some very enterprising young dude took all my...
We don't know if it's a dude. It could be anyone.
Could be anyone.
Remember the old saying, no, on the internet, no one knows if you're a dog.
Yeah.
Like,
what? That's a saying?
It's an old... That'll date me online.
So this dude or lady or dog made a profile of me on Bumble and then paid for like the special version, and then it was super swiping everybody. So he had like a ton, because every single person who messaged me was like, you super swipe me and then you unmatch me, or they were like, you super swipe me and you said a bunch of fucked up stuff to me. What's your problem?
Yeah, you were telling me how girls were DMing you, pissed off that your Bumble profile had unmatched them.
Yeah.
And that's like a weird, like, how dare you unmatch me?
No,
like,
so I'm not joking, everyone. I got easily 15 plus DMs from girls in Los Angeles who were like, you super liked me, I said hi, and then you unmatched me. Like, they were like, the audacity.
Is that your move? Hi?
Yeah.
Did you
I
say
was like,
hi?
also, by the way, good first line, ladies. Jesus Christ. But yeah, they fucking were so mad at me, dude. I had so many girls. I had a girl just met. She goes, "Did you accidentally swipe on me?" She goes, "You accidentally swiped on me?" Question mark. And then nothing. It was in my message requests. And then a couple days later, she replies to like one of my stories, and she goes, "You're a real dickhead. I can see why everybody fucking hates you." And I was like, "Whoa, 0 to 100 immediately." And I called her out on it, and she was like, you should have known to message me that it was a fake profile that liked me. And I was like, what? How am I responsible for you? She tried to be like, you're responsible for me calling you a dickhead.
Being a D-list celebrity is very hard.
Dude, it's fucking crazy. D is really generous, by the way. Thank you.
I mean...
What's the lowest tier of celebrity?
F+?
That's maybe. What's an F minus?
No, you're... I'd say you're D-list.
Ugh.
You inhabit that realm of comedians and YouTube stars. Washed up. You might get a... You might get on a reality TV show sometime soon.
I mean, yeah, that's real.
You might be eating some weird shit on a basic cable channel.
Dude, I would love a food TV show.
No, I mean like a Fear Factor, like eating cockroaches for $10,000.
No.
Yeah, that's the level of celebrity you're at.
What wouldn't you eat for $10,000?
For $10,000?
Let's take sex stuff out of it. What creature would you not eat for $10,000?
I don't know. If it's anything that would probably kill me, I probably wouldn't. But if it was like a challenge, and everyone was like medically okay with, like, it wouldn't harm me medically, at $10,000, I'd eat about anything.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too. I'm like, I can't think of a thing on Fear Factor I wouldn't do.
Maybe.
What about drinking the horse cum? Remember when they did that?
Yeah, I'd do that. $10,000.
Oh,
Fuck
dude,
it.
I'd probably pound a gallon of horse. Not a gallon, but I'd get in there.
The only thing I wouldn't do is human brains, because that's how you get mad human disease.
Mad human disease.
That's where all the mad animal diseases come, is when animals eat each other's brains.
But would you eat human meat for $10,000?
No, because I think that also there's like a weird, I think it's prion disease. Have you heard of that?
No.
Prion is like scarier than cancer.
Like it's spookier, or it's actually more dangerous?
It's both. I'm completely talking at a third grade level about some like collegiate level medical stuff. But prions are like these weird proteins that just for whatever reason have evolved in a wrong direction, and I think you get it from eating the wrong person. And
what?
From like, it's like a mad human kind of thing. Anyways, it starts on, like, if it gets in you,
Matt, where are you reading this?
Online. If it gets in you on your brain or whatever, it'll start like unfolding your DNA. slowly, and there's nothing you can do about it. It takes like one atom of this thing.
Are you sure you're not confusing Metal Gear lore with like real life right now?
I might be. Let's look. We'll look it up.
I love that you're just like, I don't know this thing. Anyway, everyone.
Wait, here's the Wikipedia. No, wait. Oh, look how smart I am. Prions are misfolded proteins with the ability to transmit their misfolded shape onto normal variants of the same protein. They characterize several fatal and transmissible neurodegenerative diseases in humans and many other animals. It's basically like you get one of these and you're toast.
Crazy.
It's like it's like DNA cancer.
And you can get it from eating people if they already have it.
Let me figure out how you get it. But yeah,
Okay,
I'm going to say that. Don't eat people.
Okay, well, I'm going to go on the record and say I'd probably eat you for $10,000.
Oh, look. Diseases caused by prions. You can get them from camels, cattle, mink,
Camels?
cats.
No.
Ostriches have them.
Cats.
There's a bunch of humans. Jacob's disease. Yeah, they're just weird things. I think they just happen randomly, like cancer kind of happens. Anyways.
Okay.
Another thing to be scary about.
More stuff to be worried about. Tight.
All known prion diseases are untreatable and fatal.
Tight.
So, like,
there you go.
There it is.
Dude, okay, you have a fatal disease, okay?
AIDS?
No, just wait. Why do you have AIDS specifically?
I guess it's not fatal anymore.
So you have a fatal disease. You have a week to live.
Yes, I would eat anything for $10,000.
Oh man, I don't know what I would do.
If you have a week to live?
Yeah.
If I had a week to live, I'd probably blow up playing video games. Fuck it, I don't care.
Yeah,
I'd die how I lived, doing nothing.
Dude, I don't know. Yeah, I probably would also.
I'd rob a bank on the last day.
Yeah, totally.
Do some fun, like, cowboy stuff. I don't know.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm with you. Robbing places is cool.
Not places, banks.
Banks specifically would be
cool.
But
that's only, like... That's not... The problem is, if it's your last day to... If it's your last day to live, you're going to be too tired anyways. You're going to be in a hospital bed.
No. You're healthy. You just die.
Oh, okay. Then, yeah, sure. So anyways, what happened with that girl?
Nothing. She blocked me. She got super mad that I posted that, of course, but she was being smarmy. I love that she's just like, she basically was like, stalking my Twitter, seeing who I was liking, and she's like, oh, so you like this other girl. And it's like, well, firstly, I like her tweets, but that girl is funny. Are you... And then she said some derogatory shit, and I was like, well, that girl's...
Derogatory towards
the other girl, and I was like, well, you're a stupid bitch. Have this roast online, and she did not like that. So here we are.
Are your comments still up?
Yeah.
Oh, so you won. She deleted on hers?
Yeah. And this other girl deleted all her shit, yeah. Fucking
how fulfilled do you feel from having that argument and winning, spending hours all day?
Can I just say that I never learned my lesson? I argue on Facebook with people. Dude, I was arguing with people on Facebook a couple weeks ago about not hitting your kids, and there was no winning that argument.
Or you're against?
I'm against. Kids. What?
How hard?
For any amount of time, you were like, "Wait, are you for or against?"
I just want to make sure.
Where are you at on the spectrum of hitting your kids?
I mean, I feel like my dad did it right with me.
How did he do it?
He spanked me up until I was like 7 or 8, and then that stopped working. And he learned to psychologically destroy me as a child. Where one of his most notable things to punish me was I had like a temper tantrum, and like I remember I had like an alarm clock, and I just threw it as hard as I could. I was probably like 9.
Okay.
And I threw it through a window. And so I broke this window, and my dad comes home, and he didn't raise his voice, didn't hit me or anything. And he just goes, "Hey, I was going to buy you a gift with this money, but now I have to buy you a window. So sorry about that." And then like left. And then it was like probably 10 years later when I was like 19, I'm like, wait a minute. He was never gonna buy me a gift. Like he just made up some. He was like, today was the day I was gonna buy you something, but gotta buy this window, so whatever. So it's so easy to psychologically destroy a child.
Why did you throw an alarm clock through a window?
I had told you I had a temper tantrum over something.
About what?
I don't remember.
I'm just trying to imagine.
I don't even remember what I was mad about because the psychological destruction of my father.
I'm trying to imagine you having a temper tantrum. Just little
See,
fat you.
It worked. What, have you ever seen me angry?
Looking like the Bagel Boss guy.
I have a good temper.
I've never seen you. I've seen you mad.
But you don't. I have a good temper, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I've seen you be mad.
But anyways, stop hitting your kids once they can form sentences. And
I feel like, listen,
don't hit them.
Don't hit them ever.
Them.
Don't spank them. Don't. I love that people are like, don't hit them till they can form sentences. You mean only hit them when they're at their weakest and most vulnerable?
Right. Yeah.
My thing is, start hitting your kids when they can defend themselves.
That's a better take.
Thank you.
No, I'm just gonna hit my kids like I was hit.
I don't think that you shouldn't be physical with your children. I think that if you need to like grab their hand, I've seen people take it way too far. Just don't hit them. Listen, don't strike your children.
That's don't hit. What about using a lighter to like burn them a little bit? Can you put like cigarettes out on them?
I have scars from that.
Do those scar?
Yeah.
I'm not talking about that hot.
I remember when
But wait, did you ever do the thing
where you burn yourself with you hold the lighter and then you burn yourself with it so it makes a little smiley face?
Kids
I remember my friends were like, Shayne, you have like 9. And I was like, yeah, I'm cool. But in the back of my mind, I was like,
I got this in juvie.
I'm just getting burned. Sometimes that works out. You just look cool.
Yeah, I only think my dad spanked me once.
Yeah?
Just because I was being really loud in church.
Damn.
I was like 5.
My dad never spanked me. He grabbed me by the neck once.
Physically abuse you?
Oh, my real father, my biological father, never. But he didn't have a lot of opportunities. I don't think he ever did hit any of his kids that he like raised. Like my stepbrother and sister and my half sister. But my stepfathers.
You had to manhandle some kids every now and then.
You manhandle?
Grab him by the neck and carry him off.
No, that's like where I was like, don't
him.
strike him. But he grabbed me and he like gave me a talking to. Remember? Because I farted. I've told that story.
Yeah.
That's the only time my dad was ever physical with me, and it's because I farted near a dying person. Which you can't do. Can't do that. So I don't know, man. Yeah, don't hit your kids. Also, I shouldn't argue on Facebook.
What age can you start hitting your kids?
Let's go.
Because I think
let's go boys. Let's go 15.
15. You're just gonna put an age on it. Like,
I don't know.
I guess I asked that. I mean, should there be a size? Is there like a moment? How about as a man, you don't hit anyone until they hit you first?
Okay,
so
sure.
Once your son starts swinging, it's open.
Your 2-year-old son, you're just fucking light him up, dude.
Judge, he swung first. Check the video camera.
And if you look, he hit me with a Thomas the Train. And
see, what about that? What about a kid who's like just swinging at everyone, hitting them with stuff? You don't give them a smack of their own medicine?
No, you can't just stop him. You can't just literally overpower him with your man body.
Yeah, overpower him and hit him.
Dude, listen, I'll be the first person to say I want to hit kids. Like so.
Whoa! That's I don't want to hit them.
The reason
I never.
the reason I say we shouldn't hit kids is because I want it so bad. That's how I know it's bad.
That's the difference between you and me. I'm like, I have to do this. This is hurting me more than it is you.
Dude, I remember people telling me that. Did you ever have parents who hit their kids in front of you?
I grew up in a trailer park. What do you think?
Yeah, dude.
I think that's why. Like, I got spanked once or twice, and he held back so much. I heard the neighbors beat their children for like a decade.
Yeah, dude.
So
I kind of remember it was almost like an arms race. Like me and my brothers would go to another guy's house, our friend's house, and then his parents would like punish him, and they'd hit him. They'd look at us like, "Yeah, you tell your parents what goes on here," as if to say like we discipline too.
I went to a friend's house, and the oldest brother was in a screaming match with the dad, and the dad was like hucking things at the older brother,
No
kicking
way.
the brother out, and I was like, is this normal? And he's like, yeah, whatever, they're fighting. Like, ah!
That's so funny, dude. We never were allowed to have friends over, so we never did. But I went over to a lot of other people's
No,
houses.
that's what I mean. I was at someone else's.
Yeah. Dude,
That's where our parents shipped us out to go get disciplined.
That's. Did you ever get spanked by any random other people?
No, I was pretty good.
Dude, I remember once we saw this guy spanking my big brother, or trying to punish him, and my brother Danny hit that guy with a shovel.
Oh.
But not like the way, you know the meme where the girl's getting into a fight, and she goes, "Oh shit," and that other girl clocks her with the shovel.
It's one of my favorite videos.
It's a really funny video. It was not that. He
Was it
like
the
grabbed
sharp end
my
of the
brother
shovel?
and he was trying to like pull my brother down. My brother had to be 13 at the time, and me and Danny are 10 or 11, and Danny javelined the shovel into this dude's back.
That's
Like full power.
not as bad as you can get with a shovel.
Oh no, but it was yeah, he could hit him like an axe, but dude,
Yeah,
javeling a shovel into his fat fucking hick back, he screamed. I remember we were like, "Oh shit, we're gonna go to prison." Like he was so freaked out. And then we ran away and we didn't get in trouble, but that fucking guy got shoveled pretty hard.
No parents ever, no other parents ever disciplined me, but I remember I was sitting at my my friend growing up, his house, the second family house you're kind of always at. And all my friends were gone, and I was just sitting there playing video games. I can't remember where they were all at. And the mom comes in, so it's just me and her, and she's like, "Clean up this room." And then like left, and I was just like, "Well, I guess I got to clean up the living room."
It's just you.
Yeah, I was
So
I was like
funny.
waiting for them to show up or something. She was like really pissed, and so I had to clean up the living room. I mean, I was there every day.
Someone else's mom just lays down the law.
Yeah. I mean, they fed me, so
No, that's cool, dude. I remember this one.
I'd pull my own weight.
Dude, it's true. You got to do it. Got to do it. Now I'm thinking of other times me and my brothers like attacked adults. We were so shitty. We were so bad, dude. Dude, you know what I was?
Should have been spanked more.
Maybe.
You'd have had a respect for authority.
Dude,
Was there no psychological?
dude.
That's the way to do it.
There was,
You-
trust me, there was psychological.
not through like. You just gotta scare your kids.
Dude, here's the thing: if you threaten to do the worst stuff to to me and my brothers, we would get threatened to the worst stuff,
But it would be
and then
always
they would
like-
follow through on it. They
Oh,
would
'cause
do the worst stuff to us.
But they would threaten violence and then do violence.
Yeah.
That's,
Or worse stuff. Like, I mean, we also got punished regular style. Like, you have to cut wood for all day. You can't go to
yeah.
a school dance because you have to dig a hole all night. You're not
What?
allowed. You're not allowed to eat all day. And then also they would use us against each other, dude. Once me and my brother got in an argument, so my mom made us fist fight.
That's pretty cool.
Like, so it was pretty crazy, but
Who won?
here's the neither of us. We stopped fighting and refused, and my mom slammed our heads together.
No TKO.
No, she
So
it
was a
she
draw.
finished us both. My mom won the fight.
It was a draw.
Yeah. So
That's
no, the
disappointing.
mom won. She
yeah,
came
but-
in, but yeah, we refused to fight each other after a certain amount of fighting. But it was dude, it was wild. But you follow through on the worst stuff, and then you lose the fear.
Yeah.
As kids, then you start to be like, "Fuck you," because you're like, give it to me, because I know I'm gonna get it no matter what. So then it becomes like, what can I get away with? Because I know I'm gonna get I'm gonna get the worst thing that's gonna happen to me no matter what. And then you lose all fear, and then me and my brothers basically become a paramilitary guerrilla force going around the valley doing whatever we want. And yeah, it gets wild pretty fast. Like, we got to the point where we're doing like the Goodwill hunting. Like, do you want the wrench or the belt? And me and my brothers were like, use the wrench, fucking pussy. Like, that kind of shit. So your dad hit you in church, huh?
No, he spanked me. And then I think he just wanted to leave too.
Dude, can I tell you, my first stepdad was not like a really abusive guy. He was pretty nice. He was a horrible father, but he was a nice guy. He was only around for a little bit, but once he did try to spank us like normal parent style, and we hid books in our... We
That's
were
a good
like,
move.
dude, the key is to hide. I remember because it was
He
a
couldn't
Berens-
tell?
No, he did. It was because I was like, the key is to put a Berenstein Bears book in my ass, and so I keister stashed a Berenstein Bears book, and he fucking slapped me in the ass so hard, and he goes, "What the fuck?" And I just remember him like wrestling my pants, and I'm trying to keep my pants on, and I'm just like, "No, it's nothing. Just keep spanking me." And then he gets the book out. He's like, "What the fuck is this?" And he just threw the book, and I was like, "Hey, that's mine."
I think when I was really young, me and my sister were fighting on a road trip once.
Yeah.
And my dad was like, he had enough, and he like yelled that he was gonna pull over and like pull my pants down and show it to everyone and spank me. And I just kept acting out, and then he finally like pulled over, got out of the car, and was like ready to open my door, and then like he's like, "Are you gonna be all right?" And then he got back in, and I like was good the whole. So he was pretty good at like never actually doing anything.
Yeah. Your dad just would go right to the line and scare you. Did he ever spank your sister?
I don't think he did.
Was she good? Is she better than you?
No, I'm the best. What do you
I don't know about that.
No, I don't think she ever got the rod. They spoiled the child.
Yeah. What do you think of whipping boys? What a crazy concept that is.
What are whipping boys?
A whipping boy in medieval times. So as we've discussed previous, when I've gone full fucking nerd and done history lessons, you can't make royalty bleed. That's like not allowed. So
Were they like proxies?
yeah, so they
Wait, what?
So back in the day, if the king wanted to punish the prince, they would hire a boy or adopt a boy, the family would, and then he would become best friends with the prince. And his job was to be an attendant to the prince. And the idea was that the prince would become such good friends with the whipping boy that if the prince got in trouble, they would punish his best friend, therefore emotionally scarring the prince.
But also, I had a really good friend when I was growing up who was kind of like, I was like Bart and he was like Millhouse.
Yeah.
So I already see the flaw.
Yeah, what if you don't like your whipping boy? Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes you're a little bit of a bully for parts of your life.
That's true. Dude, me and my brothers used to laugh at each other when we would get spanked, and then we would just get beat. Like, they would just be like, "You want the beating too?" And it's like, no, it's just so funny. I can't help myself. Dude, I have this horrific memory. One of my earliest memories when I was very, very young. Dude, I must have been like 6 or some shit. And I'm watching my brothers get beat, right? They're getting spanked. Everyone's screaming. And like...
That's so funny.
Dude, I know. So people are screaming.
That's so messed up.
My brothers are like literally trying to get away. And like they're corralling them in the room.
Wait,
and
how many brothers?
I had 2. Well,
So
3. I had 3 brothers.
The idea of like a grown man trying to physically discipline 3 like children. It's the eternal question. How many kids do you think you could fight at one time?
Dude,
did you guys team up against him, or did you like one at a time just take your beating?
Eventually, we started to team up, and then
your stepfather soon learned the question: how many?
He did.
How many 12-year-olds?
Well, eventually we got old enough that my stepfather started to use other horrible methods, but. I was so young. Anyway, this is like, I just remember it being this horrific experience, like the screaming and the situation it was happening in, and the light was like dim and just like, it was so scary. It was the worst possible situation. And I'm literally like, as a child, having a panic attack, just being like, I fucking can't handle this. And then in my mind, I was like, think of go somewhere else. I was thinking of like Peter Pan, like make me a bird or fly far, far away from here. And I'm doing that, and so then I thought of Rocco's Modern Life. Like, I thought of something funny and I started laughing. I like saved myself, but then I was laughing, and my stepdad was just like, "You think this is fucking funny?" And then just like taekwondo roundhouse kicked me.
Oh.
It just fucking took me out. And then of course I got beat too. But this just goes to show you can't. Rocko's Modern Life is a good show, man.
I feel like my dad. Do you remember that one Punisher movie where he has the blowtorch? And he's like gonna torture the guy.
Yeah.
And he's like, the guy's like, no. Oh, he's tied up and he's behind him and he can't see, but he can hear the blowtorch.
Yeah.
And then he's about to like blowtorch the guy in the back, but then he pulls out a popsicle.
Yeah.
And he's eating the popsicle and sticks it on the guy's back, but it's so cold that he thinks he's being burned.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the kind of psychological stuff my dad would do. Come up with something like, ah!
Your dad's good guy Punisher.
Where when you look back, you're like, wait a minute, he didn't do anything to me.
Yeah. Whereas my dad is like John Barenthal Punisher, where he
There you
puts
go.
that guy's head down on the construction equipment and then puts the drill in his face and kills him. Yeah, dude. Well, this episode's pretty fucked up.
Why?
What has this been child abuse for 20 minutes?
For you, not for me.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
I turned out okay.
Oh boy.
Should we get away from the abuse?
Yeah, what do you want to talk about? You want to talk about backyard wrestling?
Yeah. I've been really into Superhuman, who's popping off online.
Dude, so good. Everyone, if you don't know who Superhuman is, he's a man, boy.
He's a kid.
He's a
Eternal kid.
I want to say that he's a grown man with some kind of thing. Do we want his thing? The word I want to use?
I don't know.
You
You're dancing around
so
it.
badly.
I'll just say retarded.
Okay,
he might be.
yeah,
He's got a little bit of something.
Yeah, dude. And
He's-
listen, we say the word because there's no way of knowing exactly what's going on there.
Yeah, it might be alcohol fetal syndrome. But anyways, he is a wrestling fan, which
Yeah,
goes
yeah.
without saying. But he's blowing up online, and
Dude.
he's like the best. He's got the YouTube formula cook.
More power to this guy. So what he does is he has wrestlers he likes quite a bit, and he recreates their moves,
Just Google him.
but by himself, often onto obstacles.
It's always Legos.
Legos, toy cars, of which he has a lot because of,
His disability.
his disability.
Light bulbs, fluorescent light bulbs.
He has a big light bulb collection,
Human is spelled with 2 M's.
possibly
But
on
anyways,
accident.
He's a juggalo and he does those, but that's not the only like backyard wrestling I've been into.
No, so Superhuman got us into wrestling again.
Yeah.
Because we're like, whoa, look at this guy doing front flips into a wheelbarrow full of toy cars and then onto, and other things. What is another stunt he did? Once he got powerbombed onto a microwave.
Oh yeah, that one looked like it hurt him.
Yeah, that one was pretty bad. He's also been like suplexed into barbed wire.
I don't-
Anyway, he's doing wrestling stunts. And so he also has a guy that helps him, and his name's Good Friend Paul.
Yeah.
Good Friend Paul wears a luchador mask and a hoodie,
Power bombs him into
power
stuff.
bombs him into stuff, and so Superhuman starts all of his stunts by saying he pulls off his shirt, revealing, what do you want to call his body?
His body.
Sure.
His
Let's just-
juggalo body.
His juggalo body. Yeah. No, you're right. His juggalo body. And then he says, this one's for all the juggalos and juggalettes. I hope you guys like it. Whoop whoop. And then he pulls off his shirt and he yells out a good and
Does
hearty,
he?
fuck this shit. And then he does the stunt. And so we watched him do a bunch of stuff, just destroy his body for our amusement like a champ. And then we got deeper into backyard
No, I
wrestling.
like Googling backyard wrestling injuries.
Yeah.
I didn't know that Nirvana song existed until I was watching this video. I'm like, this is a good song. What is it with the cutting in backyard wrestling?
I don't know. They really like
There's
to
a lot
cut.
of blood.
They cut their heads open.
We were watching those guys who they couldn't even afford to build a ring.
Dude,
They
so-
just laid some plywood down on some tires.
and put
They had wrestling mats. Do you think they blew their
from different, like, obviously stolen from different dojos around town or something.
dojos?
And they just made this. It's not a ring. It literally is. Yeah, it's tires on the ground, plywood over the tires, wrestling mats on top of that, and in the forest,
Yeah.
deep into the forest, and then they wrestled. Do we want to call it wrestling?
They kept doing. I don't even know the moves. I just like watching people get injured. But
And then they make all these crazy weapons. One of the weapons is just a keyboard, and then thumbtacks are glued to every individual key on the keyboard. Why? What? Why? Why wouldn't what?
No, that was a good weapon.
It
I
takes
like that.
so long to make that weapon.
Yeah, it worked though.
It did work.
I like the. Have you ever heard of a rose club?
No.
A rose club is they kind of had it was like the thorn club, but a rose club is where you chop. It has to be a really old rose bush.
Mm-hmm.
One of my high school's teachers taught me how to make these.
Hell yeah.
And you chop the stump of a really thick rose bush, usually as thick as like a baseball bat, and so you get like a foot of rose bush with all the thorns on it, and then you whittle down one end to be like a holdable end, and then you lacquer the top end so it keeps all the thorns in.
Ooh.
And so you can beat people with it. A rose bat, I think is what it's called.
Damn.
And then he's told me he used to keep one of them under his seat when he lived in like LA back in the day.
Dude, so he could hit kids with it?
No. So I think he got carjacked once and had to use it.
Oh, and then he was like, I'll use the rose bat.
Yeah, he used it. But they had kind of one of those, a thorny thing. That was that was a good move. He jumped. He was hugging the thorn bush. What do I call that? The trunk of thorns.
Yep.
He was holding onto it, and then he jumped onto the other guy with it.
Oh, dude. Yeah, he put it on his
So
chest.
they sandwiched the thorns
and
in
then
between
sandwiched
them.
the thorns on them. Yeah, it didn't even make sense. That move, you're both taking damage.
No, sometimes you gotta. The other guy was on the bottom, so he hurt him more probably.
Yo, yeah.
I don't know.
I
how
feel
it
like
works.
that's not even how that works. Yeah, he put like these thorns. Yeah, dude. It was so crazy. What else was the other weapon? They took like a wiffle ball bat and then they put nails in it or something.
Yeah, that one. No, he. They. So in 2x4s, like in housing construction and framing, they have like this metal, these like flat things of sheet metal that they cut out the middle of to have all these spikes, so you can flatten two. So you can join two 2x4s together,
Sure.
with a flat angle, like so they're not. Anyways, it's just sheet metal with a bunch of spikes.
Jesus
Super
Christ.
sharp spikes.
You think these guys have girlfriends?
There was a bunch of girls in the crowd.
Was there really?
Yeah, they were holding up posters. They were
Jesus.
watching.
Nothing's better than watching something like that and being like, oh, look, they're less lonely than I am.
I mean, makes you feel like you're in the wrong business. What's wild is the backyard wrestling seems more popular than like low tier professional wrestling.
Yeah. I'm with you there.
So how do you jump from? How do you do backyard wrestling, or are they like two separate things?
I don't know.
Is there a high like? How do you ever become anything in wrestling?
You wrestle for small promotions?
Yeah, and it's crazy because you see those events and there's like 10 people in the audience.
Yeah.
And it's like the cast of What's Eating Gilbert Grape. Like, it's so. Those are the people watching, and they're not paying more than $5-10 for a ticket, and so you're just destroying your body.
Yeah, and it's
So backyard wrestling seems more fulfilling because at least you're hanging out with your friends and there's pussy involved. The girls are like, "Oh my god."
Do you think there's any backyard wrestling porn? There has to be.
I don't know. We can look that up.
I mean, China had that one porn where all those dudes
China-
were dressed as wrestlers, and she was walking into the ring.
China had a few
orgied.
porns.
I felt so bad. She fell so far.
I mean, she was wrestling.
No, when you're like at WrestleMania walking into the ring while 50,000 people cheer your name, and then years later you're walking into a fake ring full of dudes from Craigslist wearing Randy Macho Man Savage costumes, they're gonna cover you in jizz. You know, honestly, maybe I'm being too judgmental. Maybe she fucking loved it, and I'm just being an asshole.
I don't see any backyard wrestling porn, but here's some brother and stepsister wrestling gone wrong.
Look at her face.
Oh, he's choking her. That's not good. Stepbrother and sister wrestle.
Why are they wrestling naked? Oh, she's sucking his
No,
dick.
you start off clothed, but you can't. That's why they don't have the proper attire to wrestle.
Yeah. That's why wrestlers grease themselves up so they don't fuck on a TV, because that's not allowed.
Mixed wrestling. Oh, that's two girls on a guy. Do you think they won?
Yeah, who wins?
Mixed wrestling feet. This is the video for me.
Holy
It's just like jujitsu.
Are they feet wrestling?
With legs and feet. I like that.
Dude,
Oh.
get it in there.
Oh,
All right.
it's two girls. They're doing jujitsu. Oh, wait, that's a guy. He just has a very feminine body. Oh, did she just hit him?
Dude, she fully punched him in the face.
Dude, I can get into this. It has feet.
Damn, they're like actually wrestling.
It's bringing me back to my days when I got spanked.
Okay, so this girl's legitimately beating up this guy.
Sticking
No.
Sticking her feet in his face.
She's like got him pinned down and she's forcing her. Oh no.
He likes it.
He can't breathe. Buddy, there's better ways to make money.
No, he's probably paying her. What do you mean make money?
No. Dude, she was really crushing his arm right there.
That was violent.
Yeah, dude, that was wild. I didn't expect to see some actual athleticism. She was cute, though.
I'm not seeing any...
Do you think you could take her?
Her? Not really. She could probably take me.
She was gnarly.
I would love to...
That was snoo. That's not sex. That's...
I would love a jiu-jitsu girlfriend.
Yeah?
Just choke me out. Oh, no. Backyard Vibrations is a video.
Okay, so what is this?
Well, they're staked down, tied down like a tent.
Okay, so she's...
They've got a vibrator.
On grass, and then there's a Hitachi vibrator tied up and slammed into her pussy.
This guy's just naked in his backyard jacking off. That one's cool.
Dude, if you were a wrestling character, what would your character be?
My character? Oh! Mixed Wrestling Domination. They have a real ring.
Nice. Wow, they got access to a ring. Good for them.
Oh, and one's a luchador?
Nice.
No, is that a luchador guy?
I don't know. It's just a luchador.
It's always
Luchadors are gender neutral.
Lucha. I like that it's all in all these wrestling videos. It's always a guy, an average guy, and this burly woman. Super athletic. I don't know why you're not into this. Is this what you watch? Why am I looking these up?
Dude. Oh, she punched him. Oh, he's getting fucked up, dude.
Would you wear a lucha mask so no one could tell your identity? And
Dude, I have too many tattoos.
No, he's wearing a long sleeve shirt.
I had a girl offer me. She was like, hey, this was a little bit ago. She was like, I want to suck your dick on. I'll give you like money. And to like suck my dick on like cam. And
you're like, no.
Well, she was like, no one will ever know. And I was like, what do you fucking mean? I have tattoos all over. Like everyone would know.
Yeah, that's how Riff Raff got discovered.
Originally or discovered having sex?
Discovered having sex. Sorry. There was some porn star who was like, here's a clip of me getting fucked. And it was like a Twitter video. And then someone in the Twitter comments was like, hey, that's Riff Raff's hand. And they identified him from his tattoos.
Oh, no. See, that's exactly what would happen. I have too many. They'd be like, it'd be so simple. Just be like, oh, yeah, that's Shayne's shit right there.
If I were to be a wrestling character, though, you know how I'd be white collar man.
White collar
White collar crime. I feel like that's who everyone hates right now. I'd be a heel.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'd do whiteface, and to make people really angry, sometimes I'd do blackface on my white face
So
to be more of it, because I'm like a politician, right? So I'd be like, there'd be videos of me back in the day, air quotations, quotation like, or like, look at him, he was doing blackface at a Halloween party.
White collar man bought Hulk Hogan's retirement home and had him kicked out. It's a video of someone pushing him in a wheelchair and dumping him out of a first-story window.
That would. What was the guy? I'd be something Ponzi.
Do you remember when there was a wrestling storyline where they just like this guy married an unconscious woman?
Wait, my character would be the Pawns.
The Pawns?
I'd be really cool.
Okay.
I'd wear leather jackets, but also be white collar. It'd be like Silicon Valley, but like buff.
You've combined too many things.
No, it's simple.
That's so weird. You can't wear a leather jacket and be the Pawns because Fonz was like an everyday man. His office was a bathroom.
What?
Yeah, the Fonz's office was a bathroom. Remember? Step into my office, and then it would be a bathroom.
But I'm only combining two things. I'm stealing the cool leather Italian dumpy dude or cool guy. And the white collar.
This is very telling for what you wish you were capable of.
But I'm evil because I'm a heel.
But you're evil.
It's more fun to be a heel, I think.
Dude, I would want to be like something over the top, like the Undertaker. Where the Undertaker like doesn't care about winning because he does necromancy.
No, see, I came up with a character and a name,
You're the pawns.
I'm the pawns.
Okay, hold on.
You're gonna go neutral. You're gonna go like satanic.
Yeah. I'm gonna go
Right.
like I'm up to completely different stuff than all the other wrestlers. Like I kind of don't care. Kind of like Mankind or, oh dude, I would have a Muppet friend. Yes.
Oh, okay, like an actual Muppet.
Yeah. So my character would be a guy who worships Satan and then accidentally put a demon inside of a Muppet, and now the Muppet tells me to wrestle.
Okay.
And so
are you wrestling with the Muppet too?
sometimes, but
sometimes he takes over.
Sometimes he takes over.
Like, is that the whole thing? You don't know who's the ventriloquist in this situation?
Exactly. And so the Muppet tells me I have to wrestle. That's the plan. And so me and the Muppet hang out, and my name is Kermit the Destroyer. So yeah, that's my deal.
Do you have a frog Muppet?
Yeah. It's
All right.
it's like the Sith Lord Kermit
What?
from the meme.
Oh, I thought there was an actual Sith Lord.
No.
Because there's thousands. Nerds just come up. I thought we were talking about like the Sonic universe.
No.
You know how everyone just comes up with their own Sonic original character?
Who was it that someone posted something like, "What if there was Black Sonic?" And you were like, "That's real."
That was our black comedian friend Tanner.
It's so funny for him to be like, "Whoa, what if there was a Black Sonic?" Like in a joke, and then your fucking weird ass brain was just like, actually pushes up glasses and links him to the actual article for Black Sonic.
No, Tanner
he has guns.
Tanner Nicholson. Yeah, he tweeted something about like a Sonic character.
Yeah,
I think it was like Bonic. But like I looked up that there was actually the Sonic community is very autistic and very online, and Bonic had already been a character created 2 or 3 times over.
I just love that someone's like doing a joke. What if there was Black Sonic? And you were like, here's 9 photos of Bonic, Black Sonic.
Well, Bonic was a different character. Plus there's Shadow the Hedgehog. I thought, isn't Knuckles black? I thought he was.
He has vibes. He has.
Anyways, so there's our wrestling personas. We need a third good guy that we can beat up. We can team up and beat up.
Because you're chaotic evil, or no, you're lawful evil.
Yeah, lawful evil.
I'm chaotic neutral. We need someone
who wears jean shorts.
We need a neutral good character.
Why someone who wears jean shorts and is bald?
True.
To wrestle us.
Who do we know that's bald?
There's a few people.
If me and you as a tag team, the Pawns and Kermit the Destroyer could wrestle any other 2 people, doesn't even matter. They could be celebrities. Who do we wrestle and why?
Is this backyard or is this stadium?
This is in the stadium, baby.
I'd want my character would obviously want backyard rules in the stadium.
Hell yeah, that's what would happen. They would be in our house now.
So there'd be
we'd have an even shittier ring inside the good ring.
That feels very Japanese.
Yeah.
Japanese backyard wrestling seemed like there was huge crowds for that.
Oh, dude. Wrestling in Japan is crazy because they write the storyline so that the characters have like superpowers and stuff.
Oh, yeah. But
because they don't, the illusion of trying to make it like as athletic, and in America, it's like athleticism plus entertainment. In Japan, it's all entertainment.
Well, some of the most brutal videos I've seen are like some fat guy in Japan getting power bombed into like a pile of tacks, and then he has 1,000 tacks in his back.
Yeah.
Like on his head, and it's like, no, why is it always tacks?
I don't know. I feel like because they can't go far enough into you to hurt you, but they are like
damage you, but
hurt. Everyone kind of has touched a tack and understands like, oh, if you put a tack in your foot, that shit sucks. So when you have 1,000 in your back, remember when the Dudesons jumped off a roof onto a trampoline full of tacks? No, that was fucked up.
All right, here's our cage match. It's gonna be a cage match.
Hell yeah!
The cage is on fire.
Hell in a cell.
So the cage is electrified.
Yes, it is. Absolutely.
And then
by the way, they don't think it's electrified. We all get inside, and then on the jumbotron, it cuts to a video of my Muppet electrifying the fence.
Yeah. And then there's a bunch of tacks in the middle, but they're all red hot.
Whoa. How do they stay hot?
They're on a pile. I don't know. They start off red hot, but then they cool down. So you gotta.
So they're sterile.
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't know. Are we talking about real people we're gonna fight?
Yeah. I mean, we could wrestle the president. We could wrestle. We could wrestle Bernie Sanders. You're gonna need health care when I'm done with you, old man.
Can we wrestle women so we can redeem those guys we saw in the porn videos?
Yeah, we can. We can wrestle those women.
We're gonna take them. We're gonna say this one's for men. How come I don't keep up with, I never watched wrestling as a kid. Everyone in the trailers was into it except for me.
I was gonna say, how did you not?
I missed it. But are there ever what is the match where there's like 100 people and
they have like elimination matches.
But what is that called?
Last man standing.
Are there co-ed last man standing matches?
I think so.
Or is it always all girl, all guy? Do they keep them pretty separate?
There is co-ed wrestling, but nowadays they do keep it separate. It depends on the storylines. I don't think they have any official guy versus girl matches, but I know girls have done stuff. There's a pretty popular video of a girl powerbombing this huge ass dude.
There should be. Let's.
I don't know enough about modern wrestling. When I was still into wrestling, the girls were like, it was so sexist. Like, genuinely horrific. They were just like, her titties are out.
Oh, yeah.
And like,
wasn't there some
Stone Cold Steve Austin would like throw beer at her titties, and like, I don't know, it was just terrible.
I remember there was like some big thing on pay-per-view where you could see some lady's top came off.
There you go. Yeah,
everyone was talking about it at
like
school.
I said, there was a storyline where a guy just married an unconscious woman.
What?
Who was?
He just married her.
Yeah. So,
I mean, that's probably the best thing you can do with an unconscious woman. Of all the evil things, that's the least evil. Like that's like curly mustache on a train track tie up a woman. Like, yes, I will marry her when she's unconscious.
So she was in love with another man, and then he steals her and drugs her. I think.
Who was this? Was this Macho Man?
No, this is like Triple H or something.
Oh.
And then he steals the woman, and then they're showing a video because she's like, "I'm forever yours, baby," and then he's like, "Are you?" Play the video. And they play the video.
How did she say I do?
Well, they're like in a car, and then they go to the drive-thru in Vegas to get married, and she's in the passenger side, and he's like, "Do you do?" And then he like tells her, he goes, "Say I do," and she's like, "I do," or whatever, because she's very sleepy, or maybe someone else said it. I can't remember. And then the dude is like, "You're now man and wife," and then she's like, "Oh," and then you know what's even crazier in the story? She's like, "Fuck, I'm married to this guy. Gotta be married," and then she just left to be with him.
That's horrible.
If only it was that easy.
Think of how fun it would be to write wrestling plot lines.
Dude.
Like, I got to be crazy, but also 10-year-olds are watching this.
Yeah. You got to be like, keep it within the... Dude, I would do anything to be able to write. I mean, technically, we could just...
start our own backyard federation now.
We could start our own character arcs. And
so, my character's lawful evil, and your character is just neutral.
Chaotic neutral.
I feel like we should, if we're teaming up, we should fight the polar opposites of ourselves. We should fight two women who are very good.
Or the heels, for sure. I mean, yeah. It's true.
So I guess we would fight AOC. And who's the other Congress lady?
Tulsi?
No.
She's the one that Hillary Clinton is like, she's Russian.
Oh,
and then in the wrestling, in the storyline, it turns out she is Russian.
Oh, that's a good plot.
The whole time. And then she has an accent and everything. And then she has like super powered Russian steroids, and when she takes them, we can't beat her. So we have to get a rematch to figure out how to stop her. And then we have my Muppets steal her steroids, and then we take them.
Man, this shit writes itself.
And then we have a super powered match where when you both grab hands in the middle of the ring, and then wind starts spiraling in the arena, and the lights go out.
Does the supernatural ever happen in wrestling?
I mean, it happens in Japanese wrestling. When I was a kid and I wrote my backyard wrestling stuff for my friends, I wrote in supernatural stuff. But, dude, I don't know. My character would also be friends with Zach Baggins. Zach Baggins would be there.
Can you write in friendships?
Yes, I'm writing. I'm doing it. I just did it.
My
You can't fucking
character
stop
is a
me.
millionaire, and also he has a big hog.
Yeah, no, dude, that's fair.
I see the appeal of wrestling.
You can do
now.
that shit, dog.
I get it. Like as an 8-year-old, I don't know how I missed wrestling.
Yeah, dude, it's so good.
My
you can have
character-
walkout music.
My character doesn't wet the bed. Oh, he has 3 girlfriends.
His stepdad loves him and takes care of him. He owns a go-kart. He has several go-karts. He's very fast. You know what? Hey, everyone.
But
Come backyard wrestle me in San Diego at American Comedy Company.
was it that time again?
Yeah, October 31st, November 1st, and November 2nd. That would be great. Will Mac be there? No, probably not. But hey, you can come see me and then tell him you say hi, and I'll text him and I'll be like, "Hey, there were podcast fans at the show tonight," and they say hi, and he always appreciates that.
Yeah.
He'll be. What do you do when I'm gone?
Nothing. I sit and cry in the darkness.
Play Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, I beat Breath of the Wild in 2 days.
Oh no.
Well, the thing is, I was doing nothing because I got sick with a cold,
Oh yeah.
and so I literally I woke up and I'm like, I'm doing nothing today. I'm just sitting. I'm not moving, and so
Hell yeah.
beat that game again.
Dude, love that
Pretty good.
shit.
It holds up second time through.
All right, everyone. Breath of the Wild gets Mac Arthur's recommendation.
If you haven't played Breath of the Wild, you should buy it on our Amazon link.
Oh shit! You know what else you could buy on there? A luchador mask.
You could. We get money for that. That supports us. That's our only ad revenue at the moment.
Please build your wrestling costume and then tell us what your character is.
Oh, should we read some emails?
We'll have to read them next time.
No, we got some good ones.
No, let's read them next time.
Why?
Because we're so deep in and I'm done.
Okay, Shane's done, but me, I give the people what they want.
Oh my god.
That's why they love me. I'm a heel, but they love me. Anyways. You're
Okay.
gonna plug some dates, or did you do that?
I
wasn't
plugged the
listening.
dates. Follow me on Instagram, Shaydozer, Twitter, Shaydozer, at Doc McArt. Go to cowboyboys.rodeo. Click the Amazon affiliate link. Build that wrestling costume. Tell us what your character would be. I genuinely want to know.
Yeah, you mixed up my Instagram. My Instagram is Doc MacArt, and my Twitter is Dr. MacArthur.
Wow. Sorry.
Because one is art and one is my profession. So I like to keep those separate.
All right, everyone. Fucking peace out.